What else, Frankie?
Which Ali fighter would you want to catch up with?
Oh, I was thinking like Muhammad Ali. I would like to talk to Kamaru Usman about why he thinks he should be next. Let me just say something about Kamaru Usman. I saw an interview that he did with ESPN MMA, and I don't know if he was talking smack about me. He did the usual, like, people in the media who've never fought before and who don't know anything about fighting. And I've been a loud proponent of, of him not deserving, if you want to use that word, a title shot next. Let me first just say, utmost respect for Kamaru Usman, one of the greats. I don't think he's the greatest welterweight champion of all time. I think that's GSP, and I can't even believe that anyone is saying otherwise. But certainly one of the best welterweight champions of all time, and has had an incredible career. And his bounce-back win against Joaquin Buckley was great, and his performance against Khamzat Chimaev on short notice was great. And you can't take anything away from him. And I don't even think, by the way, if he got a title shot, I don't even think it would be one of the most egregious title shots in UFC history. I always bring up the Gustafsson one. There have been others as well. Other people have gone title shots coming off of losses. I don't think, he's coming off a win. So I don't think it would be egregious. I just think Kamaru Usman was champion in the welterweight division at a time. I remember arguing about this with Chael back in the day, when the welterweight division was the most frustrating division in the UFC. Do you guys remember when, like, all the top welterweights, like the top 5 or 6 welterweights, were all squatting on their spot? It was Kamaru, it was Colby, it was Gilbert Burns, Jorge. Like, I just felt like none of them wanted to fight. None of them wanted to, like, keep it moving. And there were guys like Leon, and that's where the Leon thing started, who couldn't break through. There were guys like Bilal Muhammad who couldn't break through. And it was very frustrating to watch. And so I feel like he comes from that era of the welterweight division, where it's like, oh, win one fight and you're sitting on your spot and you're sitting on that win and you're going to get a title shot as a result. And you compare that to the welterweight division right now, Jack Della, Sean Brady, Michael Morales, Carlos Praches, Ian Gary. Like, these guys are active. These guys aren't squatting on their spot. I mean, look at Brady. If Brady was a welterweight 5 years ago, he would have never taken this Morales fight. He would have sat there until the dominoes fell in his direction, and he would have taken that title shot and ran with it. Morales, Praches, Ian Gary and Praches fighting each other, and then turning around and Praches losing, and now he has to fight Jeff Neal, and then he turns around and he takes the Leon Edwards fight. Even Ian taking the short notice fight against Shavkat and then taking the short notice fight against Praches. Like, this stuff wasn't happening back then. And so I feel like those guys should be rewarded. I feel like the active fighters should be rewarded. And I don't think Kamaru Usman has had one win, I believe it is, since 2021. One win. And yes, it's his most recent win. Let me just make sure I'm 100% right with this. He beat Joaquin Buckley via decision in June. He lost to Khamzat in 2023. It was almost 2 years in between fights. And then it was Leon in March of 23, and then it was Leon in August of 22, and then it was Colby in November of 21. That was his last win. So it was almost 4 years, 3 3/4 in between wins for him. And he has one win since that 2021 fight. I just don't think that title shots should be rewarded based on participation in the sport. It's not a participation trophy. It's not a lifetime achievement award. And this has nothing to do with the Ali relationship, if you want to call it that. I said the exact same about Stipe Miocic. The exact same. And I have a great relationship with Stipe. Said the exact same about him. I think he was on, like, fight week or the week before that fight against Jones. And we talked to him a bunch over the years. No issues whatsoever. But I got to keep it real. Makes no sense. But, he's in the news. Who else? Well, I guess Islam would be one that would be cool to talk to, Khabib, but we're good. As you can see, we have a lot of people to speak to, and I want to speak to people who want to be on the show, who appreciate being on, and people who are open to having a discussion, and we don't always have to be the best of friends, but listen, I was really impressed with Tony yesterday. Tony, we've been around this game a long time to know that people hold grudges and never release those grudges. He had every reason to never want to come back on again. And he came on. I thought he did a great job, and I want to talk to people like that. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.